Hey everybody, it's Grace. Just so I can clear something up, I am wearing a handkerchief, but I made it into a shirt because, yeah, I'm not showing nothing, so we're all good. Um, I just wanted to give, hopefully, a couple people to jump on. Um, Usually I only have one person. And that's okay, because like I said, I'm new. So, um, sometimes takes a few times before you get more people. So I'll wait about a minute and then start. Does the one person that is here want to say anything in the chat? If not, it's okay. Now I have two people. Um, like I said, if anybody wants to say hi in the chat, they're more than welcome. Okay, so, the topic of the discussion is, of course, Chris Watts. Yesterday I kind of basically went over everything you already know. Um, because you probably heard it from AD, Armchair Detective, and, Mia. So I probably can't say anything new that they haven't already said. But this case does need to be solved. Um, I have, when I look at AD and Mia's videos, um, and they show something new, it's like, that makes sense. Or, um, you know, why didn't anybody else see this? Something. Oh, someone giving a thumbs up. Thank you. Uh, but it's like, why didn't anybody else catch this? But I guess the shadow that AD found, um, according to AD, I guess 2,000 people got together and they pushed the issue hard for I think it was the district attorney to, bring it up. And that was when, they sent Tammy and Detective I can't remember the detective's name. Can anybody help me out in the chat? Can anybody tell me? I'm drawing a blank. Like, I know, but I just can't think of the words. But anyways, they went up there and they asked Chris Watts about the shadow. And then Chris Watts told them a completely different story. So he has told Three stories so far. And the reason why I believe that psychic Audrey is because he knows what happened, but when it comes to him physically doing it, he's done it 3 different ways now. That is why I think that he did not do any of the killing. I think that Shanann and those poor little girls died at the hands of let's say names and that person's friends. And I could be wrong, but I am not by any means saying that he does not belong in jail. Because I'm sorry, but if you go with a friend to a grocery store and that friend robs the grocery store, you're gonna get in trouble too. It's guilt by association. Not just that, but I know I said this yesterday, but he brought her into his life, whether he was targeted or not. And it's sad because people have bashed Shanann, talked down on her, and it's sickening. It really is. Because she lost her life. And people are calling her, like, mean and saying that she treated Chris badly and everything like that. She worshipped the ground he walked on. And when you look back on that now, it's a shame because she did love him. And she did worship him. And like Shanann's mom said, and I think she said it perfectly, Shanann put a crown on Chris's head. And the day that her and those babies were murdered, that crown was taken off. He was no longer a husband. He was no longer a father. And you see Chris, you see his leg, like, going nuts during this, sentencing. And of course he didn't have anything to say when the judge asked him. What could he say? Nobody would have believed him if he would have said a word. Because all he does is lie. And AD is right. He does tell small truths in his lies. But now he is, like I said yesterday, he's giving AD these clues. Now, I didn't get on YouTube today and watch AD today, which I really should. And I'll do that after this, but it's just, I watched Shanann's Facebook videos, and she was a very, very talented marketer. especially with Thrive. I mean, she was so good at it that I got a month's supply of Thrive. And it did everything that she said it did. So she was not lying about that at all. She said that she had her aha moment on day, oh, what day was that? It was either day 10 or day 14. I noticed a difference first day. And she said it could be different for everybody. But, no, she was very good at what she did. And, it's just, it's one of the biggest nationwide stories. And it's a sad one. It really is. They turned things around and they flipped them upside down and they made her out to be the monster when she wasn't. She was a wonderful, caring, and loving, not only mother and wife, but person. She was a person. And she had her whole life ahead of her. She had a human life inside of her. And that all got ripped away. And it kind of makes me want to cry because it's that sad. But, I don't really have the marketing experience that Shanann had. Like I said, I got on Facebook a couple of times. I deleted them. It was horrible. Oh my god. I was so embarrassed, and Shanann was like a pro at it. Maybe not at first, but she became a pro at it. Me, it wasn't my thing. I continued taking the product, but I didn't promote it at all. I mean, that wasn't my thing. Not only that, but to get somebody to watch my kids, it's like pulling teeth. But it's just she was great at it. And she was out for 6 weeks, well, 5 weeks without Chris. I mean, she was out there living her life with her kids, visiting family, because they lived across the world from them, from North Carolina and Colorado. So she wanted to get as much time as possible in. And I remember one of her videos, she was trying to figure out how long to be out there. at first, she said that she would go out for a week. A week became 2. 2 became a month. And then she's like, well, why don't we just stay out there for Cece's birthday? So a month became 6 weeks. And Chris was like, well, I have to work. I can't take off work. So I'll come out the last week and, I'll join you there and then I'll fly back with you. And we hear about and no, this isn't funny. We hear about him dosing her with 80 milligrams of oxy to try to lose the baby, to try to cause her miscarriage. Why would he want to harm either her or that baby? She did nothing to him except give him a wonderful life. And I still can't fathom what was going through his head. Like, but let's just say, I guess like I said, there was a darkness going on, and Chris Watts wasn't, as a simple way of saying it, he wasn't tight enough with God. So this darkness took over him. So when Shanann was saying that he was acting weird, she was right. He was acting weird. He was acting weird because this darkness completely took over him. I mean, I have no idea what happened at, as AD says, Horse with No Name's house. I do know from watching AD's videos that there were lots of friends of this person at this person's house doing a lot of dark things. And me, I don't know. I kind of think that, excuse my French, but I don't know anything about darkness and like dark magic and stuff like that. So something like that to me sounds like bullshit. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like he's trying to get, it's either a 25 or no, it's either a 35 or a 36C. And he's trying to get that. Sorry. And I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. Because he lies so much. And it's sad because maybe if he told the truth once in a while, people would believe him. But he doesn't tell the truth. And it's sad because maybe if he told the truth, and maybe he quite may be telling the truth. I don't know. I really don't. I've heard that, like I said last night, I heard that he's scared to tell the truth. Um, um, he's scared to tell the truth, and I guess there have been threats, plenty of threats towards his family. And that could possibly be. Like I said, I don't know. He's told so many lies that you don't know when Chris Watts is telling the truth. So I've been talking now for 21 minutes. Somebody did give me a thumbs up. I don't know if it's the person that's on here or if it was the other person that was on here and then gave me a thumbs up and left. But I want to hear what you think. So I'll give it a half a minute and see if you say anything. Starting now. Even if you want to say that you think I have no idea what I'm talking about, that's okay. You can say whatever is on your mind. Don't worry, I won't take offense. I am very hard to, I don't know. I got tough skin, so whatever you want to say, go for it. If it helps, I'll start. Okay. So, I'm going to I want to talk about more about the interviews that Chris Watts, was in. I believe there are 3 of them. News, like, mediator or media news things. I think there are 3 of them. I might be wrong. If I am, you can correct me. But you see him pleading for his wife and kids to come back. But you can also see the lies that he's saying. And he's laughing when he sings. It's sad. It really is. He is he's a character, let me tell you. And when they ask him, "Don't you have a baby on the way?" He's like, "Mm-hmm." That's his answer. Because he did not want uh the horse with no name to find out that his wife was expecting. But this horse was with no name had to have known because she was stalking them. Well, stalking Shanann on Facebook. So sorry about that. So she would have known. But he was clueless. And he was didn't even mention it. When they went over to Nate's, and you all know this, when this thing pops up after the footage of this baby in utero, and then you see it's like it dies, and then it looks like oil or like something pulling it down. Then you hear Chris say, she's also pregnant, 14, 15 weeks. See, they already knew that she was pregnant because Nicole Atkinson had said that when they showed up for the welfare check. And I'm sorry. And actually, a lot of people think that she was the hero of the day. She really was. Between her welfare call for her welfare check and then Nate's CCTV video. I mean, Nicole really was the hero. And so was Nate when he said, I got this footage if you want to come over and see it. All you see is him backing his truck up, loading stuff up, but you don't know what he's loading up. And everybody thought that Chris Watts was loading up the bodies. But I don't think he was loading up the bodies. I think it was a ploy, a decoy, so that whoever else was involved could get out of there. And I was watching one of 80's videos, and it shows you really, because I really had to look at it because my eyesight is not the greatest, and AD said that if your eyesight was not the greatest, it'd be really, really, really hard to see it. But you see a handbag and a woman, and then you see that same woman pushing a little girl back into the garage. Wonder who that was. there's all of these questions and they're unanswered. And it's frustrating and it's exhausting. And me, I just started doing these lives. And there have been people like AD, Armchair Detective, which is the same person, Mia, who have been at this from the start. So they've been doing this for over 2 years. And I applaud them. I do. I have subscribed to both of their channels. And they are very, very smart. They really seem to know what they're talking about. And they really, really are committed to this case. And I'm sure they're committed to other cases too, but this case, they really want to solve it. Along with any other subscriber who is a part of this case. And little me, you know, I'm not looking for anything out of this other than justice. That's it. Just that one word, justice. Because Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico deserve that. And I'm not doing this for money. My husband provides quite well. I have no plans on making a Patreon channel. I know that some subscribers do. But I think the YouTube is good enough. I really would like to get 1,000 subscribers. I mean, that's my goal. Actually, my goal right now would be to hit 10 people on here watching and chatting with me. I mean, other than my husband and kids. Because the one person that's on here, I'm sure you saw that my husband and kids were chatting with me. They support me in this, and I love them for it. But if I could get 10 people to subscribe and chat with me on live chat about this case, oh, that would make my day. It really would. Because the littlest things amuse me. And 10 people would put me over the moon. But, I would really, really like to know your name. This one person that's on here. Who is on here since I started. I think it's the same person. But they don't say anything. I don't know their name. They don't even have to tell me their name. They can just chat. Um, but I'm not gonna force somebody to talk to me. It's okay. Um, but this case is, it needs everybody's attention. And we all need to be in this together. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie. When I started watching AD and Mia's videos, I didn't, hit subscribe and start chatting in live chats all of a sudden. It took me, actually, for me, it took me a few sessions. But when I did, I didn't regret it at all. I loved chatting with them. It felt like I was a part of something important. Because I was. And us YouTubers, we need the numbers. We need the numbers because we need the chats, that contact. So we can help solve this case. Because Shanann, Bella, Cece, and Nico deserve the best. And I think we can give that to them. Trying to think of what else to say tonight. Like I said, I'm not gonna force the one person who's on here to chat with me or well, I'm not gonna force this person to talk. Because I'm not like that. It'd be nice to have that chat going on, but it's okay. But I will say I hope you're well. I know that my lives are like I said, they're new, so they're probably boring. But I hope that I get better at it, and I hope that you do, I hope you do chat with me sometime, because it would be really nice to chat with somebody about the case, because me sitting here all by myself talking and feeling like I'm just talking around and around and around and around, saying the same thing over and over again. I mean, everybody could probably get annoyed with that. But I am not going to take up any more of this one person's time. I've been on here for a while. I know usually YouTubers are on here for sometimes hours, but like I said, I feel like I'd be talking in circles and saying the same thing. And I don't want this person to get bored and then not show up at all to my lives. So I will end this for tonight. I will be on tomorrow. I'm not really sure what time. Like I said, I'm very new to this, so I don't even know how to like tell you a time that I'll be on. Like I don't know how to do that. Like how to get on tomorrow and say, "Okay, well, I'll be on at this time." I don't know how to do that yet. I'm still learning the ropes. So, but I will be on at some point tomorrow night. Um, I hope you liked tonight's live. If not, it's okay. Like I said a million times, this is like my fourth or fifth time saying it. I'm new to this, so um maybe next time I will have more people watching. I hope. I mean, that's all I can hope for, right? Tell me your name. Or